in chapter number 4, verses 1 through verse 7. 2 Kings at chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. And I want to talk about holding it together while falling apart. Now the wife of a member of the company of prophets cried to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, but a creditor has come to take my 2 children as slaves." Elisha said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house?" She answered, "Your servant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil." He said, "Go outside, borrow vessels from all your neighbors, empty vessels, and not just a few. Then go in and shut the door behind you and your children and start pouring into all these vessels. When each is full, set it aside." So she left him and shut the door behind her and her children. They kept bringing vessels to her, and she kept pouring. When the vessels were full, she said to her son, "Bring me another vessel." But he said to her, "There are no more." Then the oil stopped flowing. She came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go, sell the oil and pay your debts, and you and your children can live on the rest." Thank you. You may have your seats. The grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of our God shall stand forever. Holding it together while falling apart. Several years ago, our sister Gwen, who is going to be with the Lord, suffered 10 brain aneurysms. She had 4 surgeries, one right after another. When they thought they had found all of the aneurysms, they found another. And she spent some time convalescing at Methodist Hospital. And she was on the 16th floor of Methodist Hospital, and the aneurysms had so rattled her brain and her mind and her perception and her thought process that she could not figure out how she would get down from the 16th floor. And every day I went to visit with her, she would ask, "How are we going to get out of here? How are we going to get away from this floor?" And I tried to explain to her that we could use the elevator or we could take the stairs. But somehow she couldn't process it, because in her mind, she was trapped. That's a metaphor for this little message this morning. Have you ever felt trapped? Have you ever felt like you were at the end of your rope? If you felt like you were trapped or at the end of your rope, realism says, tie a knot in it and hold on. Pessimism says you might as well let go because it's going to get worse. Optimism says just tie another knot and keep climbing. Each disposition holds some merit, but often at the end of your rope, there's a long drop between you and the ground. Somebody here this morning is holding it together while falling apart. Problems with your children, You raised them the best you could. You brought them up in church, in the fear and the admonition of God, and they walked away from how they were raised. You're holding it together while falling apart. Nobody wants their marriage to end in divorce. No one wants to be a poster child for a broken marriage. But it happens that situations come in our lives to tear and rip apart what we thought would last forever. Holding it together while falling apart. Problems at your job, and you know you need to work. You hate Monday is coming because you've got to go to meet those people and deal with a supervisor who's trying all they know how to make you quit. Co-workers that you can't stand. Obligations that you know you have, and a job that you know you hate, but you're holding it together while falling apart. Sometimes there's too much moth for your money. Holding it together while falling apart. The death of a loved one, heartbreak, shattered dreams, hopes that have been dashed. I can't tell you how many Sunday mornings I've been holding it together while falling apart. The burden, the stress, the pressure that weighs on the man of God. I preach to you. I counsel with you. I stand with you. But there are times I need somebody to stand with me. I need somebody just for me to lean on, to hold on to tell me that tomorrow is going to be a better day. Holding it together while falling apart. My sister, again, Gwen, who was closer to me than my other siblings, took care of me, bathed me, made sure I had everything I needed. At my anniversary, the second Sunday in February, the last conversation she had on Monday at 12:30. Can you
hear the broadcast? Please do yes or a thumbs up. Okay, got you. I see it now.
She died.
Give me a few more minutes.
39 days later, my brother Ray, who was at her funeral, helping Johnny and I to lower her casket, I heard him say to her, "I'll see you soon." He died 39 days later. I stood up at his funeral to preach, and people thought how strong I was, but I was holding it together while falling apart. Somebody's in here this morning smiling to keep from crying. I wish I had somebody to help me preach. You look good on the outside. You have a public presence, but some private pain. Holding it together while falling apart. But I've got some good news for you this morning. God knows our problems. I said, God knows our problems. God knows. Not only does he know, but the choir just told us he cares. He knows. He knows how much you can bear. He'll never put on you what you're not able to bear. If God brought you to it, God will bring you through it. He may not come when you want him. Have I got a witness here? But if you keep on believing, if you just hang on, he'll show up right on time. The Jewish historian.
All right, y'all, I'm going to stop right there. Just come on for a few minutes with a special message to my friend, Ryan Jones. Yes, a message to Ryan Jones. We used to talk all the time until about, I say, around 2 to 3 months ago, I had to back away. Now, everybody know that I am into politics. I am out here fighting, been fighting since the 80s to help make Edgecombe County a better place to live, work, and play, but not limited to, because I am all over the place. Like I told you on last night and all week, I went to Plymouth 2 days this week, recording political forums, and I'm a member of the Eastern North Carolina Civic Group, consists of 23 counties. Life fully paid member of the NAACP, a member of the Edgecombe County Democratic Party, where I serve as a precinct chair. Just go way back to the 80s. And everybody know me. And those who don't, well, that's your problem. But, and you can believe whatever you want to believe. But one thing about it, nobody cannot say that I don't come to them. Yeah, I put stuff on social media, but I go to folk. And when they don't get it, and if it's a public thing, I realize sometimes I don't need to go to them personally, because if you do stuff publicly, it needs to be addressed publicly. And especially when you are doing things that consist of you making decisions on folk livelihood. Now I'm going to get to the point real quick, because I need to get out of the car, go in this mall, and come right back out and go home. But I am really, 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 really disappointed. I be disappointed with folk when I go to them with a sincere heart, asking them to do things, and they don't do it, but they will end up, it's documented to me, that they didn't listen. I told Ryan Jones not to enter into this race, Tarboro City Council. I told him not to go for the appointment. He did. I told him not to file. He did. I thought he wasn't going to do it. He did it in the last hour, on the last day of filing. Since he filed, I told him to get out of the race. I told him on Friday evening, I was at the car wash, and someone came up there and they told me they seen him at the polls. He was out at the polls by himself. So I'm wondering, did the police arrest him at the polls? I don't know for sure. It sounded like it in his conversation, but I don't know that to be true. But what I want to say is, I had just sent the brother a text earlier, not knowing that he was going to get locked up later that afternoon. I sent him another message sent him some documents on e-courts. And I said, bro, what's up with this? And he come back and he trying to fix it all up and all that kind of good stuff. And I said, bro, come on, bro. You need to get some damn help. I am not the type of person to sit around and if I know folk, because I last year this time, I was going through. I even thought about committing suicide. But I talked to some folk, and they were there for me. And so, I'm out here trying to encourage other folk. And like Reverend Dr. Terry Anderson say, I'm out here trying to hold it together while I was falling apart. But I'm so glad I'm past that now. And I have come back stronger, and feel more confident in trying to reach out to my brothers and my sisters, because I am my brothers and sister keeper. Even those ungrateful folk that talk about me or whatever, I don't give a damn what folks say about me. All I know is I'm gonna do what's right. I help anybody, everybody. I don't care what color they are. But I got a problem when we as black men don't come together and try to work together and help each other. Because when one brother fall, all brothers fall. They put us all in the same category. And that ain't what we need. Yeah, we fall down sometimes, but we need somebody there to support us. Like the Reverend Dr. Terry K. Ellison said, he be holding together while falling apart. But he needed somebody. What he say? We doing stuff in private. I can't get it right. Y'all hear the story. I play it all the time because it's my riding partner, and it's something in that message for all of us. We can't be private. We got to go to folks. We got to let somebody know what we're going through. And this thing with this is just, and I get tired of folks liking comments on Facebook, whether it be mine or whomever, liking, loving, when you don't know the whole story. I keep telling folks I know a hell of a lot more than what folks think I know. So I'm not talking just to be talking. I seen the damn video he talking about. I'm not going to go into it. But somebody knows the story. It bothers me. It bothers me that this is going on and the election is going on. We don't need this. I don't play when it comes to politics, when people making decisions on my livelihood and other folks' livelihood. I don't play. And folk know that. So I cannot sit back and not say something when you know where I stand. Because if I don't, I'm doing a injustice. Because you are doing an injustice when you support folk mess and you don't even know what they talking about. You don't know the whole story. That's with anything. Black folk, we got to change this culture. I don't give a damn if it's my brother, my sister, my friend, my uncle, my daddy, my mama. When my mama was living, we were going to meetings. When we went to a meeting, it wasn't about me and her. It was about what's right. Then when we leave out of the meeting, we'll go back to son and daughter, a mother and son. But when it comes to talking business, business is business, not family. And we got to understand we can't just go along just because our family or friends say so. Because at the end of the damn day, you make yourself look like a damn fool. And I ain't going to do that with nobody. I don't care who it is. So, folk, y'all better know what you're talking about. And see, when you do that kind of stuff, then you're setting the person up for failure. Because you give them an ego to think what they're doing is okay. It's not okay. Children is involved. Every time I see him, he had his little boy with him. His little boy don't need this. I tell people all the time, I told him, I said, bro, you're good to go through a divorce. You into politics. This is not just about you. This is about your family. Whether y'all be together or what. Folks, you got to understand, when you get into politics, you open the damn door. And I told folk when I got involved in the late 80s, joined the Democratic Party, I told folk that we as black folk, we can't do what other folk do because your ass going to jail. You can't get away with stuff. We are smarter than that. We gotta do stuff by the book. When it comes to politics, folks know I don't play. I tell folk all the time when I leave home, a red flag goes up. No money, no sex, no drugs, because I know folk want to see me fall. Not only white folk, but ungrateful Negroes too, that I have been good to. But that's okay. Because I know who I am and whose I am. And yeah, I go to church and I cuss because some Negroes, some folk don't get it unless I use some choice words. And that way I know they got their attention because they'll put the focus on what I said, a cuss word. They let me know they heard every damn thing else I said. It's one post where this black lady come up there and say, sometime I'm professional, sometime I get ignorant. And then she said, but you heard what the F I said. I don't like using the F word on Facebook or in public, anywhere, especially around women. But when I was in the Democratic Party meeting not long ago, and the white lady sitting there and used the F word, messed me the hell up. But anyway, folk, when you see folks doing stuff on Facebook, get with them. I don't care who it is. Get with them and make sure everything is okay, because you are grown folk and you know how we do. We'll try to make sure that you get the story that we want you to get. to make ourselves feel good when we really hurting. Folk, we gotta do better. This black culture gotta change. It's gotta change, y'all. So I told y'all last night or night before last, y'all, look at here. You gotta start reaching out to your friends. Look, you ain't my damn friend when you can't come tell me what you need to tell me, and you know that I got issues. You are not my damn friend if you can't come and tell me. And I know you ain't mine if I come tell you and you take it some kind of way. But that's up to you. Like I said, I don't have no control over how people receive what I say. But all I know is I'm going to say it. But I want all y'all to reach out to Ryan Jones Sr. and talk to him personally. Because I have. And I got documentation. And I can talk about it. And you put yourself out there when you come to politics. That's the role I play. I am probably the most active person when it comes to politics in the county. Now, the other folks getting paid, they elected officials. I don't get paid to do what I do. And I could get paid. I could apply for some jobs that would that I could get paid good money. But you know what? It ain't about the money. It's one I seen not long ago. I could apply for about $3,500 a month. I ain't saying I would get it, but I think I would had a good chance of getting it. But see, if I took that job, it would shut me down. I wouldn't be able to say and do what I want to say and do. I wouldn't be able to support who I want to support. No, I just people give me a donation every now and then. That's fine. If they don't, that's fine, because I work a real damn job. I work overtime. I do a little videotaping here and there, recording, so I can make it. My wife ain't worked since we've been married in 1997. Put kids through school and through college and stuff. God been good. Yeah, I fell down, get back up, but that's all right. You need that. You need that, as long as it ain't criminal or it's a good thing, because you need some reinforcement sometimes. But folks, we got to come together, like I said, and change this black culture. When we see somebody hurting, we need to reach out to them. Now, I'm ready to start endorsing candidates for the county. I did it for the October election for Rocky Mount. They were the only ones in the October election. But now I'm going to do my endorsements for the county. And so don't get mad when I don't endorse you and you. Because I'm going to endorse who I think is going to better represent for. And I can't even vote in the couldn't vote in the October election, can't vote in the November election. But as I said, I am a precinct chair of the Democratic Party, and if you're Democrats, or whether you're a Democrat or not, these are nonpartisan races. Whether you're a Democrat or not, if you're making decisions on livelihood of folk in the county, I got a problem with that. And then what you don't understand is it's a nonpartisan race, but if you're a Democrat, you get to serve in the Democratic Party on the county executive committee with me. So it makes a difference who is in office. Do you see what's going on in Raleigh? The Republicans got control. On the national level, Republicans got control. It makes a difference who we have in office. And then you have these good old boys running Republicans, and then they switch over when they get in the office. Hell, I ain't got time to fight within and fight without on the outside externally. I need to make sure we get good folk in office. And since I'm out here, I can educate people on. Oh yeah. So hey, y'all better get involved. You better know who you're working with. Don't blame me. I'm just putting it out there. I've challenged many of folk. Representative Shelley Willingham, Don Davis, Pastor Gilliard, all these folk. I've challenged a whole lot of folk. That don't mean that we can't work together. But they know where I stand. I don't care who it is. And I'm team me. If you agree with what I say, that's fine. But if not, I don't need no validation, because I fact check my own damn self. Because I am not out here acting on emotions alone. I act on emotions based on facts. But if it's the time that we as black folk need to come together, the time is now. Reverend Blackwell was on last night. We didn't go into all of what Rocky Mount going on over there, but he gave us a good perspective, some good history, and all that kind of stuff. Moving forward, I don't need to keep rehashing the issue in Rocky Mount. Hell, wait on their full report. That's what we were trying to get. We couldn't get it. Hell, not I don't live in Rocky Mount, but I was over there at the meetings, public comments, because I represent other folk. I got a whole lot of damn family in Rocky Mount. More than some got over there that live over there. Friends, and like I said at the public comments the other night at the meeting, and enemies. I represent every damn body. Because you're going to benefit anyway. Even the enemy is going to benefit. If it's something that I do that is going to be beneficial to anybody. So I don't get caught up on ignorant safe Negroes and racist white folk and all that. I call them out. But they don't stop no show. What he said, one monkey don't stop no show? Oh, no, I reckon they say a monkey can't be white. But whatever. But anyway, y'all, I just stopped by to tell y'all, we as black folk better come together. Like Ruben said last night, Ruben Blackwell, Councilman Rocky Mount, he talking about cutting out SNAP benefits and all that. Thanksgiving is coming up, y'all. Some folk gonna be without a meal. And what y'all gonna do then? Are you gonna reach out to help somebody? Some of y'all that can. We talk a good game. But do you reach out and touch and help somebody? Black culture gotta change, y'all. They trying to cut back. They trying to take us back into time. And we out here fighting amongst each other and doing stupid ass mess. I ain't got time. I've been fighting too long. I've been out here since the 80s. Out here doing what I do out of pocket. And no, I ain't gonna accept foolishness. I don't care who it is. Family, friends, or whomever. That's right. But I do know I got resources. Folk that'll stand by me. In my time. In my low times. And that's what we need, folk. We need somebody that we can talk to. You got to have some good folk, some good friends, some good family members that we all need supporting each other. It bothers me how we are as black folk. You got folk kissing up the white folk. Millionaires like over there in Rocky Mount, Santa Claus Robinson, black folk kissing up to him. He ain't gonna get y'all none of his damn money. You think he gonna give you something? You go try to stay in his one of his homes and see what happens. You see you gonna stay there free, or your family member gonna stay there free. Y'all better wake the hell up. It's sad, y'all. It bothers me. I tell you. Well, I stayed on longer than I had planned on staying on. But I'm going to tell you. I got time now. I got time. Took care of my daddy. He has transitioned. He at peace. And I'm almost at peace. Because I can't be at peace when folk around me ain't happy. No, I can't make everybody happy. But I can do my part. And I'm going to do it at whatever expense it costs. So if you don't want to hear what I got to say, you need to go ahead today and block me. Don't unfriend me. Block me. So that you can't follow me, because my pages are public, most of them. You can still follow me. So if you don't want to hear what I got to say, block me. Because I'm going to say it, show you. But I'm sick and tired of us as black folk not coming together. We come together, we could be some powerful folk. And see, they talking about redistricting and all that kind of stuff. See, back in the day, you know, you got wars and districts and all that stuff now. Back in the day, yeah, we needed that. But now, black folk, and we told them that in the Edgecombe County Democratic Party, yeah, y'all had all the offices and y'all had the majority. But one day, Edgecombe County was going to become a majority black. So a lot of these places, if we get out and vote, we could do some things. We could be some powerful folk. But now we get caught up with certain folk with a little money, and y'all kiss a little ass and make it bad on us. Other folk got to fight harder. Some of the same fights I've been fighting back then, still fighting now, because some Negroes come on board that they don't figure something out. Especially these young folk. You try to tell them, you get mad. I reckon they think I got Alzheimer. Yeah, I said it, Alzheimer. But I don't forget. I ain't started taking that pill yet. Well, I don't take no pills at all. I don't even like to take nothing for a cold. But y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. But like I said, I got time now. I used to have to work. I had cameras up at the house, watching my daddy went on over there. Over there 2 or 3 times a day, still working, still going out here trying to educate people on what's going on, trying to make Edgecombe County a better place to live, work, and play. Like I say, not limited to Edgecombe County. Go to a meeting in Williamson every second Saturday. We move it around the counties. If someone to host it, I got time, y'all, and I ain't sugarcoating nothing. And see, I'm gonna go wherever I go at the end of this life, and you know, y'all can worry about that. But what I do know is while I'm here, I'm gonna be me. But let me get out of this car. Y'all have a good day. I probably won't be back on no more today. Probably tomorrow. I know I'll be on Tuesday probably, because I plan on going to the candidates forum, the debate in Rocky Mount Tuesday evening, and also to talk about these county, these cities, these towns elections, Pine Top, Tallberry, Princeville, Canita, Speed, and all these places. All I gotta say, y'all better get involved, and you better look at what's going on in your community, and look at who is saying what, and see what they need. Because we hurting. Some folk are hurting. And if you just stop and listen and put friendship aside, family aside, and see who's hurting and act on it. All right, this has been the DCN Smoke. Y'all have a good evening.